Hello and welcome to myplasmacutting.com. This short video is intended to help you with assembly and balancing of our 11 gauge dinosaur sculpture. The first thing I want to show is the toes. Make sure that the toes are seated properly into the ankle bones. You may have to push them up in there and make sure they stay in place while you're putting the rest of the sculpture together. Over here on the other side, same thing. Make sure that the toes fit snugly up into the ankles and that all three toes are flat on the ground. Now here near the knee, this piece needs to tilt inwards. Same on the other side. This piece needs to tilt inwards. And the main center toe on both feet should basically point straight forward. Then, if you're having trouble getting it to stand up straight or to balance, what you'll do is you'll actually turn the toes slightly inward, and that'll lean the whole sculpture forward a little bit. Or you can turn that toe outward, and that will lean the whole sculpture rearward a little bit. And you can turn either the left or the right leg inward or outward just a little bit until you get it to balance correctly. Now some of the newer versions have a multiple piece hand, so we can see here at the end of the arm this little wrist plate goes into place, and the three fingers real easily placed on the wrist plate. Just keep in mind that the center finger, or I should say the inside finger, is leaned inward just a little bit, and the other two fingers basically are straight up and down. And we'll just put the three fingers back in there. And I think that's about it. Again, if you have a little trouble getting it to stand up straight or to balance, make sure all three toes are on the mounting surface on the floor. Make sure that they're all level and straight on the floor. Make sure that the separate toes are up in the ankle all the way and they're seated up in there good. Make sure that both of the knees bend inward. And then again, we can move the entire foot inward a little bit. And that'll tilt the sculpture in one direction, or outward a little bit, and that'll tilt the sculpture in the other direction. And you kind of play with it until you get it good and flat on the ground and you get it balanced real well. Once you have it balanced correctly, it's relatively heavy and it'll stay in one spot once you get the feet pointed the right direction. I hope this was helpful.